Hello, everybody. I am so sorry about that. Um we had a meeting go over. It just happens from time to time. So we are officially on N Live, but our meeting ran a little bit over. So I apologize for that. But we are here. Happy Wednesday. We are off this weekend, which is going to be so needed. For Thanksgiving. So hello everybody. Hello Kara. Hello Laura. Oh yeah, we show up. We may be a few minutes late, but we always show up when we say we're going to. Happy Thanksgiving Eve. Yeah, you guys have any fun plans going on? If you're watching the replay, then definitely comment replay. And I would love to know for everyone on, if you're on, say hi. There's about 6 of you on right now. I'm sure we'll gather more as we get on. But say hi and also tell us what you're doing. What are you guys doing for Thanksgiving? Good morning, Carrie. You guys going? I'm gonna drive over to Laura's for the day. So we're gonna be doing that tomorrow and spending Thanksgiving with her. For those of you that don't know, Laura is my mother. So I will be heading over there and spending the day with her and my family. This is like the first holiday, Thanksgiving. We've had our entire family in the same house. When was the last time where it included like Alex and Kyle? Because
I
Kyle,
was asking Alex, she doesn't even remember.
we don't even remember. So we're super excited. All the siblings are going to be together, everything. So it's just going to be really great. Hey guys, it's 11:11 by the way, Eastern time. So make a wish. But it's going to be really good. It's going to be really awesome. So I wanted to just state that. And there's 4 of us kids. My son is with us. Usually he's at his dad's, but his dad is stationed in South Korea. So it's just going to be like a really good time to just have like the entire family together. So we're excited. Cooking dinner. What else are you guys doing? Hello, everybody. What else? Hey, welcome on. I'll see a few of you at 12, I hope, today. If you're a student, you need to be on our 12 o'clock call today. I'm going to give you a hint. You just need to be on. That's all I'm saying. Okay.
No excuses, just
No
because we're at 11.
Yeah. Yeah, no excuses. We see you now. We also want to see you at 12. Okay. All right. So we are going to get going. Today we are talking about virtual wholesaling. Who is excited for virtual wholesaling steps? Who wants to do a virtual business? We're driving to Lake Anna, Virginia. That's a good drive for you. It's a good little drive. All right, they're excited. I'm getting a bunch of emojis.
Well, I wanted to make an announcement. This goes mainly for the students, but for everybody else. I was up until midnight and I was up at 4 a.m. this morning redesigning the wholesaling process.
Because we have so much time on our hands. So now
we're redesigning. So I came up with a whole redesign of the wholesaling process. So what we're going to announce with the students today at 12 is I'm very excited about it because it's all updated because things have changed in the market a little bit. So I'm going to cover actually today here on this call. We're going to give you the highlights of what it is. And then obviously we have the training for the students about this. So because the market is changing, I had to update a lot of the content into this.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so everybody here, all the students are going to get a full everything.
And for those of
next week.
For those of you that know Laura, she told me I'm not allowed to record any of these modules because I don't elaborate enough. So she was like, I'm going to record them. So you are going to get every detail of this facet of this module that you can get because you're students. So she's not going to hold anything back. So you're going to get like every detail, maybe too much information about this, and it's going to be completely launched next week. So we are super excited about that.
Yeah, but don't worry, I actually divided in 15 modules because I want to make them smaller, shorter, so that you can find the information right away. So if you go into, let's say, leads, finding property, and then there is a quick wins and a long nurture, boom, you go right there. If you want to go into how to negotiate with sellers, if you want to go into contracts, if you want to go into financing for wholesaling or marketing pricing strategies and things, you can go directly to the module. So it'll be easier to find. You watch your 10-15 minutes explanation, and now you're ready to go. So yeah, that's why I spent a long time here last night to really break this down and get this done. Great. Okay. So what's next, Liz?
Virtual wholesaling. So I'm going to share my screen. If
And
you
did everybody download the PDF we shared?
Yeah, I was going to say it's in the group. So if you did not, I will post a link to it here in a second. I'm trying to finish out this message. But this is the group, this is the PDF, and you can download it and write down your steps through that. Yep.
Now, for every week as we do the training on Tuesdays, we give you a PDF to download, but please keep in mind that to get the full advantage of this PDF and the full content, you do have to be on the Thursday lives. And we do this because, we used to give out PDFs and with kind of just highlights, but people were not getting the real training of what is going on or the understanding. So that's why we give you this PDF with hints, but then we go into it on Thursday call. So you do need to be on the live on Thursday, and this will be for every week coming up.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, Lisa, you're gonna start with number 1 and 2, and we kind of do 2 and 2 at a time.
Yeah. So students, you are not allowed to answer this. What is your number one step when getting into wholesaling?
Hint, guys, the little icons.
Don't say it. Don't say it.
The little icons.
I know. Look at the icons. What is your number one? Well, there's about a 10-second delay, which sucks. And I also told the students not to answer, and they're the main ones participating. Let's see. Come on, there we go. Nope, not finding deals, not driving for dollars. Look at the icon. What do you think it is? There you go, Ashley. Location. Choosing the right area. I'm going to share this. I've been sharing this a lot because this is so detrimental to one of the students. She's been with us since last year. She's been with us for a year. And things all of a sudden got really, really hard in her market. She's like, I'm not closing deals all of a sudden. What's going on? And so I told her, I said, okay, well, you need to rerun numbers. The market's changing pretty drastically. And she was like, okay, but I've been focusing on this market. I said, okay. And so she went and reran the numbers, and come to find out the numbers had changed so drastically, it was no longer good for her to wholesale there. So she had to change her market, rerun numbers, and now she's putting deals under contract as of last week. So you want to really, really focus. And honestly, if you start having a hard time, rerun your numbers. Your market might not be the same as it was even 6 months ago. So choosing the right area is crucial. Laura, do you want to elaborate on that? Because I know you probably do.
Yeah, no, that's good. I mean, we don't have much time. We have 10 of them. So
okay,
the right area and is the first important point. And you can use a lot of the resources and tools online to do that. So, my suggestion is look at the data. Don't listen to people's opinion on it. Look at the data. And that's what we teach the students to do, is actually run different reports and look at data.
All right. So the next one is, once you have chosen the area, you wait until you choose your area and run your numbers, because it might be in a different state, especially if you're doing virtual. So once you choose the right area, is you want to open up a business entity in that state. So for example, I live in South Florida. I have a business entity here, but I also do business in Missouri. So I opened up another business entity there to do deals there. So that is your second step. Laura, I'll let you do the 3, 4.
Yeah. Now the third one, this actually flip-flopped recently. Back in the summer, we says, okay, you look for leads. No, now you actually want to look for buyers first. And the reason being is that because of the industry's changing, buyers' expectations changing, you want to find what the buyers want. Yeah, because when you're wholesaling, where is your money coming from? You're a buyer, right? So at the end of the day, they have more of a saying to me than the sellers do on what they're willing to pay. So locate your buyers is number 3. Number 4, now we jump into locating the leads, finding the properties. And the reason I have a funnel for an icon there of buyers or leads It's because that's what you need to do. You need to set up a system that gets the leads to come in consistently, like a funnel where things pour in. And at some point in your career, most of you I know want to do other things, right? Like buy and hold or fix and flip. Well, the leads come in the same way. We envision they come in a funnel, and then the outcome is different depending on the property that you're doing. Now, Liz, you do number 5 and 6.
So once you have your leads in your funnel, then you need to market to them. So that's number 5 is marketing to your sellers. We have this whole like acquisition process through our training, but you have to market to them and you have to reach out to them. Guys, emails don't work. I don't know why people are teaching that. Direct mail has a less than 1% response rate. Again, I don't know why people are teaching that. Unless you have a really big budget for direct mail, I don't recommend doing it. Be as direct to the seller. You need to get in front of them. I don't mean physically. You need to be calling and texting, and we have this whole process, but you want to reach out to your sellers and start talking to them. That's incredibly important. So that's step number 5. That can be done all virtual. Number 6 is put it under contract. So once you have gone into negotiations and all of that, then you go and put it under contract with your seller for a price that you guys had agreed on. So that is step number 6. Laura, I'll let you do 7 and 8.
Yeah, number 7, like I said, where is your money coming from? Is your end buyer, right? So now after you put a contract with the seller, you need to get your end buyer in place. So now you say, okay, if I'm doing this virtually, how am I going to be able to show it to the buyer or do all that? Well, first of all, you do want to get a contract subject to viewing. And that's where number 8 comes in, because now you have your boots on the ground. That's how there are rain boots, cute. But that's you have your boots on the ground to really do for you, right? So you get a contract that says subject to buyer viewing the property, fine. Then your boots on the ground will go there and view the property, which, by the way, the boots on the ground is always the same person that is going to give you pictures on the property, so you can market it per number 5 as well. And also you use the boot on the grounds for number 5 and number 7, okay? Which then brings us to number 9.
Yes. So number 9 is you start marketing to your buyers. So you start marketing your property to your buyers. And it's a 10-step process that I use. We have a lot of students right now kind of going through that and doing that. So you want to market to your buyers. So once it's to the title company, your boots on the ground is in place, you want to start showing your property to your buyers. Now, this can be done virtually. There are buyers that will buy sight unseen if you have really good pictures and really good videos. Otherwise, you want someone showing that property for you. And then number 10 is you go to closing and cash that check. So once you have it under contract with the buyer, you're going to closing and you cash that check. So that is the 10-step process right there. And I did put the link into the comments as well on how to download this so that you have it for the visual. Anything you want to say, Laura, while I pull up our raffle that I accidentally deleted?
No, the only thing I want to say is this is the perfect time to really do this. There is a lot going on here in the next few months. Prices are settling. I don't think they're going to drop. Actually, some parts around the country, I was reading an article this morning, the prices are still going up. So, but some parts are settling, you know, they're adjusting, but they're not dropping. And, you know, I'm surprised, and I said that, but they're, you know, the so-called experts are wondering why come the interest rates didn't have more of an adverse effect on real estate. Well, yeah, because financially people are still doing okay. With that in mind, we are going to the next month's for the training for the students is going to be a lot about 2023. Okay, this is the perfect time for anybody to get 2023 focused. We're going to focus on establishing baselines and goal setting. We're going to talk a lot about time management and organizations, and also branding and identity. So that's all I have in store for the students next month. So for anybody else here that want to be part of it, do join us starting next month, because I have a lot going on. Like I said, we redesigned all the training. We have a lot of great calls scheduled for next month. So Elizabeth's going to put a link there on you. We are going to kick the month with the mindset call on the first Monday of the month. And actually, I've been going through, this is interesting, but I do get coaches too. And one of the coaches I got now is about, he works with a lot of the celebrities out there. And he's a coach about money, okay? And one of the things I went and I learned from him is the secret of money attraction. So I'm going to share with you how you attract money, some of the principles and homework and tips for you to attract money. So I'm going to share with you on the first Monday call, which is the mindset call of the month. How many of you would like to know how to attract money without spending money to attract money? How many of you would like to do that? Put it in the chat. Okay. So, but that would be the first month call of the month next month. Great.
Me.
Great. Yeah. So Liz is going to put the link here to schedule a call with us. First of all, and I'm sure the mindset call will probably be posted next week, right?
Yeah, we usually post about the week leading up to it. So just mark your calendars. It will be December 5th at 8 p.m. Eastern. So if you want to be there, write it down now. Okay, so we are going to now go into our raffle. In the meantime, I'm going to put this dotted line. We allow one question per person during our Ask Us Anything. We need to be fair for our students. So one question per person. Ask your most burning question ever. Your Mindset Monday calls are awesome. Thanks. Yeah, we're excited for this one. All right, so this is our raffle today. Everyone is freaking out over that hat and the journal. This is our
in Florida, that will not appeal to us.
The journal, yes. The journal, yes.
Journal, yes, but not the hat.
So with that being said, this is our raffle today. Who's super excited to win this? I think the person that win is on and commenting. So how you get entered into these weekly raffles is just that, commenting on everything we do. I have assistants that comb through this on Thursday mornings. In today's case, it was Wednesday because tomorrow's a holiday. And they mark down how many times you've commented within the last week from the last raffle. And then you get an entry per comment. So this is pretty amazing. You could comment once, but your chances are a lot better when and usually the people, I'm not saying this to get you to comment more, usually the people that comment have commented on quite a few posts. That is what we have noticed when we track this. You have a week to claim this, okay? Because a lot of these are more holiday related. They come off after a week. So you have 1 week to claim this raffle. How you claim this is you email in to questions@realestateinvestingwomen.com and say that you were the winner for today. We have your name written down. And so you do win. Then we will get your address. We will need your address, ladies, so we can send this to you right away. So with that being said, let's get over here. And the winner is, drum roll, please, Jamie Smith. So congratulations, Jamie. You are the winner of today's raffle. So that's a lot of fun. Awesome.
And hopefully she lives north.
Right, hopefully she does. Okay, so let me scroll back up. Do you have students? I'll read you answer. Do you have students in Los Angeles investing in Los Angeles?
Yes, we do. Actually, just on the outskirts of Los Angeles. And I always tell a story that one time we were in Los Angeles just before COVID, and one of my students actually invests in Bakersfield, California, and we drove from Los Angeles to Bakersfield one day. Then we have over one investing in the outskirts of Los Angeles. One of the things I suggest for Los Angeles, same thing I suggest for San Francisco, and we have students in both, then maybe you go within an hour, right? Los Angeles is spread out, it's really a big area like San Francisco, but there are pockets where it's really good to invest, but you just have to go outside of what people think of Los Angeles.
Yeah. Okay. Sarah is asking my question. Does your 250 per door threshold for long-term rentals hold given current interest rates if we are financing through traditional means?
Yes, I will never, the point for me to invest in rental is cash flow. I don't really worry too much about appreciation up to a certain point. I don't want to buy in an area where there's negative appreciation. But yeah, I would not invest in a rental unless the only time I would invest in at around 250 if I feel the appreciation is really strong and I'm gonna sell it in a year or two. But right now, with everything going on around the country, I hold to them more than ever, at least 250 or more per door.
Okay. I'm waiting to see if any other questions come through. There was a few asking pricing of our coaching. We don't say it right off the bat, and I'm going to tell you why. And I'm going to be really honest with you guys because a lot of people will just say schedule call, schedule call, schedule call. You don't see the value when you just see a price tag because then all you're going to see is a price tag attached. Our coaching's not like $20,000, $30,000, $40,000. Okay. Personally, I think it's very affordable. It's the cost of one wholesale deal. But with that being said, I want to say that go ahead and schedule a call and talk to us. We're not hard sales. We're not going to try and convince you. You're either going to want to work with us or not. We're not one of those people that are going to push. But it came in at least 4 different times. What is the pricing? And I didn't want you to think us ignoring it, but I wanted to show you why we're not answering it. We want you to see the value. We want you to see, and anyone that is our students has seen the value and invested in themselves and are working towards their goals. Or we have some students that are just booming right now, 16 properties under contract, a $1.8 million property under contract, stuff like that. And so I'm not going to say price, and we're never going to announce it publicly unless you attend like a workshop or something, because you don't see the value. And I want to make sure that you see the value and not get stuck on numbers. So all I will say is it's the average of one wholesale deal. And if you could even do one wholesale deal in your first 30 to 60 days with us, you pay that back right away. You get that money back. So that's all I'll say on that. Laura, do we want to announce some fun things that we got going on?
Sure.
Okay. So, few things. We have launched our retreat. Now, our students get first dibs. So that's this week. We will start doing promos for the general audience next week. This retreat is going to be the biggest and baddest one yet. I'm going to say that baddest is like bad bitching, okay? Because of the fact that we brought on my sister, who is an event manager. She came to the retreat in September. She says, it's good, but you could do much better. And so she pretty much took over. So if you thought that the retreat in September was amazing, it's nothing compared to what's happening now. The other thing is it's on the beach. It's literally the hotel, and you'll see pictures. You can see it from you're literally walk across the street and you are on Hollywood Beach.
Well, it's not the street, it's the boardwalk.
Yeah, the boardwalk. So you're it's not even like you have to go over a main street. Thank you, Erin. She says scheduling a call, super low key and easy to talk to, no sales pressure. Love the intro call. Yeah, I know. So with that being said, it's January 20th through the 22nd. So we have the 21st and the 22nd is all day. There is a networking hour that you want to attend because again, it's going to be phenomenal the Friday before in Hollywood Beach, Florida. I'm telling you guys, you can at least put it on your calendar. You don't want to miss this event. If you have any interest in real estate or wanting to scale your business in real estate, because we're going to have a lot of advanced investors in there as well. You want to meet with private money lenders. You want to talk to coaches about short-term rentals, long-term rentals, fix and flips, wholesaling. How do you do all of it virtually, never having to see anything like that? You want to be here. There is a schedule on the landing page when it does launch. Students, because there's a lot of you on, you want to book now because once we sell out, we're done. We can't extend. The room is only so big. The group rate for the hotels in the area are going for, in that same area on the beach, are going for over $500 a night. We will announce the group rate closer to, because we're actually kind of still in negotiations on that group rate, but it will be less than that. And this is not a regular hotel.
Family, because the rooms are actually mini apartments. They're suites. There are 2 rooms. You have the bedroom, a living room with sofa beds. You have a kitchen and balcony on the beach. okay? You see the ocean from the balcony. So these are not just the standard hotel rooms, these are mini suites, and actually they rent them out as apartments. So, and it's really nice, brand new. So bring the family. That will be a great time for you to come with the family, and while you do the classes, and then you guys in the night, this on the boardwalk, so you can walk. There's plenty of restaurants, shops, and the beach, of course. So it's going to be a whole experience available for you.
Yeah, the other thing I want to mention is if you are in Atlanta, why are you not coming to see us on the December 10th? We've sold a few tickets, we're getting there, but let's go. We're coming to Atlanta. This has been one of the most requested cities from my group, and we have a few tickets sold. So I'm going to put a link if you are there. We are flying into Atlanta. We are going to present. There's going to be food, raffles, all kinds of stuff. One-on-one session with me and Laura is one of the raffles, stuff like that. This is happening December 10th. Laura, while I pull up the link, because apparently it still shows the Facebook ad link, will you talk to them about that?
Yes, yeah, you guys are in competition with New York. We went to New York a couple of weeks ago, and it was an amazing event. Okay, there was over 50 women there, and we will be back in New York. Okay, so for any New Yorkers out there, we will be back. We love you guys. So Atlanta, now is your turn. Okay, so we're gonna repeat the same thing. It's great. We're making the event even a little longer from now on. Even New York, we will have a longer event so that you guys can get all the information. Like I said, there is food, raffles. We're gonna give you a manual for you to fill out with us, and so you can take away an action plan. So we're gonna be there December 10th. This is the first time we've been back in Atlanta in 4 years. Okay, so this is something that, if it shows well, then we will be back regularly, like we will be in New York.
Yeah, so this is, and we're just saying this, it's not for anything other than we are testing the cities we used to go to. And Atlanta has always been phenomenal as far as the attendance rate. So if you're in Atlanta, we have that. Other things we have going on for the public is we're highly requested. Now, we have not launched this yet. It's supposed to launch today, actually. My assistant should be starting to post about it soon. Is they wanted another master class. Some of them couldn't attend in November, and they were like, come on, like, with the new year coming and all of that, I want to attend a master class, get some deals going and all of that. So we are launching our master class promos today. So we will be doing a master class in December. So that launches today. So keep an eye out on that. This is 5 days with us, 5 days of way too much information given to you for you to get going. Laura, do you want to?
Yeah, and the master class is geared for what's going to happen in 2023. So, out with the old, in with the new, right? I am going to tailor this new master class with things that are actually happening and changes for 2023. So you definitely want to be in this masterclass if you're looking, either you're in real estate already and you're looking what's the next thing out there, or if you're new to real estate, you said, well, I want to make sure whoever I listen to, they have a pulse on what is going on in the market. Well, and this will be it. So we have plenty of chances for you to meet us in person. We have the Atlanta event, which, by the way, is worth traveling to. In New York, we have people coming down from Massachusetts,
Cleveland,
Ohio, Virginia. They came in. Okay, one of our students, he actually was there at 7 a.m. waiting for us. So that's, so it's worth traveling. So if you are in Florida, Alabama, and Carolinas, just come down. It's worth it, trust me. So that's for Atlanta. We have, and that's also going to be geared for 2023. I'm going to actually make a special presentation and let you guys know what to do and what to look for and what you should jump into for 2023. Masterclass is going to be geared for 2023. So if you cannot make it to Atlanta, definitely you can attend the masterclass. But there is never a substitute for meeting in person, right? But the masterclass, we try to do a good job as well. And then we have the retreat, which is the crown of it all. And that's in January, which, by the way, combine it with a vacation. We do have these amazing rooms right on the beach, which are mini, they're apartments. They're 3-room apartments. So great.
Yeah, it's going to be great. We're super excited. The retreat is going to be huge and fun. There's going to be bus tours. There's going to be all kinds of stuff. So keep an eye out next week. We will be launching that, but we give our students precedence first to fill up those spots, and then we launch to the general public. And then once that is sold out, it will not be like last time where we said we sold out and we were able to extend because we talked to the hotel. This time, once we're out, we're out. There's no extension, there's no bigger room. This hotel has one meeting room, and that's the one we're using. They're actually kicking people out that weekend that have rented that as an office space to put us in there. So that's what I'm talking about. Like, we have one space of a certain amount of spots. So we are going to jump off here and prep for our 12 o'clock call with our students. Students, if you are getting on, you want to get on today. That's all I'm going to say. You want to get on today's call. So maybe go tell in the student group, hey, get on today's call. I've given no hint to any of the students except for on here. So go in there and post and say, hey, get on today's call. Liz hinted something was going to happen. So we are going to jump off here. We're super excited. I did pin, I will post again the link to schedule a call with us if you are interested in joining our community. This is not just about getting training on what to do. This is to get into a room full of people that are investing or trying to invest and learning and all of that. Happy Thanksgiving for those of you that celebrate. Happy Black Friday for those of you that are going shopping. I've done enough shopping in the last month for Christmas that I am not going to do that. I'm going to clean out my garage instead because of the mess. So, and yeah, we'll see the rest of you guys next week. Bye, everybody.
Take care. Bye-bye.